thing will be, and you said the wind it will be thrown down, Father, and sure enough, in the Arch of Titus shows the evidence, Father. Thank you so much. And I want to pray for each and individual one of us over here tonight, Father, as we leave this premises, this fellowship, that you be with us, Father. Let no weapons form against us shall prosper, and give us traveling mercies, Father, as we go. Father, we also pray for the remembrance to commemorate the Holocaust, Father. Even you say it's predestination. It will happen, and it will happen. And look at Zechariah also, that 2/3 will go again, but you will keep a remnant of another 1/3, Father. Thank you so much, Father. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, as I want to work. Okay, we saw the first video, but I want to work from the last video going forward because I want to. I mentioned a little bit something about the Holocaust because the spirit of survival for the people and the determination. You hear a branch of story here, and there. You know, you have Anne Frank, or Eli Wiesel, or what have you. But there's also that a little known story, but perhaps you guys have heard of it already before. But it's called the Kruger's Man. This is about the Nazis plot to make counterfeit pounds, the British pounds. So they wanna flood the British economy by making counterfeit pounds, so they can disrupt everything in their economy. And so what the Nazis did was that they go to stalags and they pick up artists, forgers, printers, so they gather them and and made them do the work. But the deal was working under duress. You gotta do it under pressure. So they do have a deadline. So that's what keeping them alive also was to do the work. And at the same time, but you cannot be. But still, in the dilemma where they helping the enemy, but they were staying alive, but they helping the enemy at the same time. So they was like in a rock, between a rock and a hard place. So that's some of the stories that most of them got out alive. And most of the counterfeit that the pounds that they made didn't disrupt the British economy. In fact, they took everything in a truck and they dumped it on in a river. But some of them survived. So I got a picture here of what it looks like of the pound and the fake and the fake. And okay, that's what it looks like. And the fake and that's what the British pounds like. The currency looks kind of like backwards, not the kind of the dollar that we used to, like where are you? Oh, in here. Okay, here it is. Yeah, so it looks awkward. The currency that we have, it looks pretty awkward, yeah, as you can see. And but okay, this is but we also have that. This is our regular dollar. It looks like, but we also have awkward looking dollar. It's called our dollars before that was it. It's called the horse blanket. So yeah. So that's our currency before. Was prior to that was they call it horse blanket. Yeah. Okay. So now. But what I got here is the genuine British pound and the genuine British pound and the counterfeit. So this is that. Okay. This is see. They did such a good job. You don't know. Yeah. You find out which is which. Well, one is a genuine and one is a counterfeit one. Okay.
Is this a genuine?
That's the genuine because they make them, according to the book, they make them to sign in the back. Yeah, so this person signed it, so they're right there, and then they get stamped. Yeah. So but look how nice the counterfeit is. The counterfeit. It's a vibe. So that's the so this is that's the human story behind that. The little known one, but they wrote a book on this counterfeiters, and they actually made a movie of it. They made a movie, but it didn't go too far off. Yeah, so but it was so that's why our it looks awkward, but our one is awkward too. Yeah, so no it. Yeah, this is 1930 something. Oh yeah, you check that. Okay. Okay, so that's a good build, Wow. Okay. As Daddy was discussing, the recurring theme for all this siege and all this the Holocaust is that cannibalism, I mean, like it goes from the Holocaust, as you can see, it is not documented, but you know that it's happening, as what they said, and also that also happened in a temple within the compound, and because the infighting, they burned down the grain bins, and toward the point where there's nothing left for anyone. And then Josephus also wrote about that. This is a Josephus book. It's such a thick book. It devotes this much is about on the Jewish war, and he wrote some other. But this much for this portion is about what the Jewish war. We saw only like a 25-minute segment. So there's a lot of blow-by-blow action that took place, and cannibalism also took place there again because there's nothing to eat. So and okay, as you can see, Josephus and this made it here. This is a coin that this coin is a propaganda. They do it. What do you call this? A media right now. It says over here Judea Capta. So this person, the weeping Judah here, represent the whole Israel, and this is the Roman one, and of course it is the palm is kind of like symbolize Israel itself. So it says Judea Captor, and SC that mean Senatus Consultus. The Senate kind of like approved for this coin to do it, and I'll pass the coin around and you'll see it. I mean, what you see there is, so when I saw this, I immediately bought it because it's there, and that's what's
So where you gonna put that at?
so I'll pass this around, and then you'll get to see. Okay, this coin is Titus, but this one is his daddy's one. This one is his father, Vespasian. Yeah, so Vespasian. So that's this part is so. Hold on, just hold on. No, just Okay, I got magnifying glass. Here we go. Yeah. So they need to try to keep the oil from the finger of it aside. So that's the propaganda. But you know, it goes around and they'll just see that and that symbolize Judea captured. The back. Okay, that's Vespasian. That is the boss. Yeah. And okay. And then you know they make coins the same way. You know they make coins the same way they do now and back then. And so it's pretty similar. Okay, and what I got here is, you know, you have 25 cents, you have 50 cents. You have your the ridge on a coin. This is what this is. So if you this is what this is, and this part they hit that part. They all simultaneously come together. So this is how they make coin. Even today they simultaneously all one time. Then you got the blank. So it gives this produce the reverse, the front, you know, the heads, the tail, and the ridge all at the same time. So that's how it's made. It is a 25 cents piece. Here, 25. Okay, yeah, but so the and this. Okay, this is how this one can be handled. Okay, so what this is similar to that. You know, the head and the tails. They just they just pound them, and then you get the product here. Okay, the guy who I asked him to do this, I asked him if he could make the silver and mint them for me. So once I got it, I threw them in dirt a little bit, and then so it looked like that. So it's pretty heavy, as you can see. So this is our year 5 of the you know, the one that we saw from there. So I specifically I sent them the picture to make it. This one you can handle. Yeah, this one you can handle with your hands. Yeah, you can use it for you wanna use it for your class. Yeah, you can use it today. You show that too. Yeah, you wanna do this for your class?
No, I don't want to take it.
No, that one I can. Yeah, you wanna show it to your before show and tell? Okay, all right, good. Okay.
I'll bring you back some more.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's our year 5. Okay, that's year 5.
I'll bring you back tomorrow.
Oh no, anytime.
No, I don't want to hold on to it.
That's not the. I had it that done, you know. So.
And the snake you bring.
We did the studies on.
Well, yes. That's the year 5 because of the Jewish war, and because a real year 5 shekel goes for about easy $90,000. 90, yeah, if you can get it, 80, 90,000. Yeah, so. Okay, okay, now we're moving on the first video. We started the first video that we saw, and as I was, the tribute money that they was giving to the temple was looking like this shekel of Tyre, and what you got here is the eagle, and on the back, the head is a head of milk cart. That's the Tyre. That's their god. It's almost, that's what it looks like. Milk cart is Baal, so to begin with, it's just Grecian, yeah. So it's just the same dude, same guy. Oh yeah, I got down there. I just didn't bring it up. That's Athenian. Yeah, Athenian. Okay, so yeah, so yes. So what happening there was when the revolt started, and then you wanted to break off the shackle of Rome. So what the first thing, like a government would do is that they want to make their own coins. That's kind of like showing them, we're our own people now. So they started melting the shekel of Tyre and started making their own. What that was, as I mentioned about me bringing a burnt object from the fire, the temple. I have it, but I want to show you that way because just looking at it will not do justice. So if we had microscope, maybe perhaps, but so you really need it amplified. But so in order to do that, I took pictures and it shows a lot better. So that's what I'll do. Wrong password. This has more button to push than the regular. I did 6 months. Oh, okay. Okay, it's magnified. So that's just what it looks like. Okay, this is a year 3 shekel, and I believe it or not, this is bronze, it's shekel also, because the deal was running out of silver to make the deal was running out, so they started making out of bronze. Yeah, and hopefully that whoever had the bronze, they can turn them, but once they get their independent and then Rome is put down, and then they can redeem that for a real shekel. But then that wasn't going to happen. It's in our Bible that wasn't going to happen. so that's what it looks like. Okay. You can see. I want to show you a little bit. See. There's the side where the silver and then the scorch mark of that. So yeah. The burn points. And as a bonus, I think I found gold in a shekel. Yeah, I was showing it. When we was earlier, so I found gold in there. If I can find it again. Where are you gold? Maybe the gold that perhaps seeped into the coin here. There's so much gold in the temple, and as you can see, I didn't know it. When I took the picture, I didn't know that it would show. But there you see. Could be, you're not 100% sure, but it's you know, hey, you get a shekel from the temple, temple shekel, and plus, the whole plate was on fire, but with all that gold and silver in there.
Would be the hot component.
So,
It'd be red hot.
this is some. Okay, now I see, and then in this way, and I saw it again right here. So it showed up in there again. So this one you want to see. There's no other. So how that's works. The charcoal light, yeah. Yeah, that's what I like. Okay, and like I promised, this is what it looks like.
Old coin. Really, really bad. You can take down to them.
Okay, right. I guess that's conclude our message.
Very good.
Okay.